Over the past 8 years, many of you have been working with us across government, across advocacy groups, to fight the climate crisis and improve the lives of New Yorkers. You've rallied for world-leading climate policies, you've pushed us to go further and bolder, and you've celebrated many a win with us, sometimes on these very steps. And we've had a lot of wins. Today's bill is the last in a long line of transformative climate change policy that we've advanced during the de Blasio administration. Together, we passed the Climate Mobilization Act, a landmark package of legislation and one of the most ambitious actions ever taken by any major city to cut greenhouse gases. At its core is Local Law 97, which requires our largest buildings to make massive cuts to their emissions on the path to reducing their carbon pollution by 80%. Together, we divested hundreds of millions of dollars. Just this morning, we announced $3 billion of fossil fuel investments divested from our pension funds, launching one of the largest divestments in the world. We are holding these polluting companies accountable for bringing on the climate crisis, and we're investing billions of dollars in a green economy, bringing good green jobs to New York City. Together, we established the first ever municipal environmental justice program in the nation, which is assessing environmental inequity in the city and will make sure that we incorporate environmental justice into everything that the city does. And that is just scratching the surface. I could go on and on about the wins we've had to fight the climate crisis, transforming our streets, bringing clean and renewable electricity into the 5 boroughs, and we're really just getting started. So thank you all for all of your work. It's so lovely to be here today. This work could not have happened without your organizing, your advocacy, your encouragement, and your commitment to improve our city for all who live here. So thank you for all you've done, and I'm sure we'll continue to do. Again, a round of applause for everyone here. One more. This is big. And it's very fitting that the bill we signed today is just one more transformative step. Intro 2317 will move us towards the next generation of buildings, electrifying new buildings and banning on-site combustion of the oil and gas that dirties our air and warms our climate. This law will prevent 2.1 million tons of carbon emissions by 2040, improve indoor air quality, especially to protect our highest risk New Yorkers, and accelerate a green transition to help achieve the city's goal of carbon neutrality by 2050. Today, we are leading the way by making sure the next generation of buildings is electric. And honestly, if we can do it here, in our large, complicated, 4-season city, we are showing the world that we can do it anywhere. I want to thank each of you. I want to thank each of you for being our partners in this critical work for climate and for cleaner, healthier neighborhoods across the 5 boroughs. You know, from activists in the streets pushing us to go further to sustainable building professionals showing that it is possible and practical. We owe this landmark legislation to all of you. With that, I'd like to introduce Sadia Hawk to say a few words. Sadia is NYPIRG's board chair and is representing the Gas-Free NYC Coalition. Woo woo! A group that has been absolutely critical to the success of this legislation. I can't thank you all enough for the hard work, your time, and your dedication to this cause. Sadia?
Hi, my name is Sadia Hawk, and I am the chairperson of NYPIRG's Board of Directors, and I'm a Brooklyn College student. NYPIRG is a student advocacy group working with college students from all over the state on issues like higher education equity and generational climate justice. And we're a proud member of the Gas-Free NYC Coalition, alongside We Act for Environmental Justice, New York Communities for Change, and Food and Water Watch. We are very excited to celebrate the signing of Intro 2317, the Gas-Free NYC bill, into law. Today, New York becomes the largest city in the country with a gas ban. New York City's gas ban for new buildings keeps fossil fuels out of buildings and keeps residents healthy. It will fight the climate crisis, create clean energy jobs, cut deadly air pollution, and deadly gas explosions. Today, we are celebrating because our multiracial grassroots campaign took on rich special interests and the fossil fuel industry and won. That's right. Our members are people who live in neighborhoods dealing with worse air pollution and the impacts from the climate crisis every day. Our members are students who will inherit more extreme weather and rising sea levels. For students like myself, working on campaigns like Gas-Free NYC is not some philanthropic endeavor to make us feel good. It is fighting for a future with breathable air and safe, resilient communities. The Gas-Free NYC Coalition congratulates Councilmember Alika Ampry-Samuel for her leadership as the bill's sponsor. We thank Mayor Bill de Blasio and the many staff in his administration who worked in the last minute on bringing a strong bill across the finish line. We thank Council Speaker Corey Johnson for his support for the issue. Most of all, we thank the countless community groups and volunteers, academic institutions, industry experts, developers, and planners who supported Gas-Free NYC. People power really made the difference. New York City's gas ban for new buildings adds a massive jolt of momentum to end gas in New York new construction elsewhere. From here, we look forward to supporting a ban on gas in new buildings all across New York State. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sadia. Next up, we'll hear from John Mandyke, CEO of Urban Green Council, an organization dedicated to sustainable buildings and which was instrumental in the shaping of this law. John?
And thank you, Mr. Mayor, thank you. We're here today because of a simple but powerful truth, which is furnaces, boilers, and hot water heaters in New York City emit more carbon than all uses of electricity combined. They emit more carbon than all transportation combined. In fact, they emit more carbon than anything else in our city. This law begins to change that reality, to tackle our largest source of carbon so that we get to the climate future we want with cleaner air to breathe. And what makes this day so meaningful and cause for celebration is that we're the largest city on the planet to take this bold step. It gives us hope, it gives us pride, and it gives us motivation to build on this momentum so we can go farther. Urban Green is a nonprofit organization dedicated to decarbonizing buildings. Our research shows that electrifying buildings with heat pumps today saves carbon today, even with today's grid. And our research also shows that smart electrification with energy-efficient heat pumps and demand management can allow us for the adoption of those heat pumps to grow from less than 1% today to 40% before we have to make major upgrades to our grid to deal with that new demand. Bottom line is there is no reason to wait, and neither will the signing of our new law today. So Urban Green salutes Councilmember Ampry-Samuel for her leadership, Councilmember Gennaro, Speaker Johnson, all the bill sponsors, and of course the mayor for his strong support. We join in saluting the staff, the council staff and the mayor's office staff for all they've done. And we really want to thank everybody here today that has worked so hard to make this new day a reality in fighting climate change. This is a great day for New York. This is a great day for our planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Next up, we have Peggy Shepard, co-founder and executive director of We Act for Environmental Justice.
For extra height.
Okay.
Extra height.
All right,
Peggy is a giant in our eyes.
Absolutely right. Needs no introduction. Peggy Shepard.
Hello. So I'm Peggy Shepard with We Act for Environmental Justice based in Harlem. And as a core leader of the Gas-Free New York City Coalition with New York Communities for Change, NYPIRG, and Food and Water Watch, we have spent the past year fighting for Intro 2317. It is communities of color and low income that have been living with the legacy of air pollution and who are now on the front line of climate change-induced extreme weather events. Now, because buildings are the #1 source of greenhouse gas emissions in the city and are a source of many environmental health hazards, such as energy insecurity, lead and nitrous oxides from gas stoves, it is vital that we take bold steps to provide healthy housing for everyone. Now, limiting carbon emissions from new buildings will prevent future air pollution, provide good job opportunities, influence technological improvements, and of course, mitigate climate change starting in 2014 when the law takes effect. Now, this law signals a big step for transitioning away from fossil fuels in New York City and also sets the example for big cities in the rest of the United States that we can take bold action on climate to protect our future generations. So thank you to our primary sponsor, Council Member Alika Ampry Samuel, who's been a fearless fighter for Black and brown communities in Brooklyn and beyond. Thank you, Speaker Johnson, and Chair of the Environmental Committee, Council Member Jim Gennaro. Thank you to our co-leaders, New York Communities for Change, NYPIRG, and Food and Water Watch for your dedication to advocacy for this bill. And a special thank you to our WEAC members who advocated alongside with us, also Sonal Jessel, our Director of Policy, and also thank you to the de Blasio administration for your championship. Signing this bill into law today is the best holiday gift we could have asked for. Amen. So now I have the pleasure of introducing the mayor one last time. After 8 years of great partnership on environmental policy, from Local Law 97 to electric school buses, and now this law. So thank you, Mayor Bill de Blasio.
I'll hug you while you're up there.
Thank you.
I don't need that anymore. Everyone here matters, and everyone here has contributed. But I want to give a special thanks to my sister Peggy Shepard, who's been doing this so well for so long with such a big impact on our city and our nation. Let's thank Peggy.
All right.
All right, I want to direct your attention to the banner on the steps. Thank you, banner holders. You're doing great. Okay. All right, now, because I came up in a variety of good movements, we learned how to chant. So I'm going to, when I say gas free, I want you to say NYC. Can we do this? I'm going to do it 3 times. Okay, is everyone ready for this? It's very complex. We'll do it 3 times. Gas free?
NYC!
Gas free?
NYC!
Gas free?
NYC!
Exactly right. Gas free NYC. That's what we are creating today, gas-free NYC. We are taking a bold step to end the fossil fuel era in New York City. And it has to end. Let's be clear. This is not an optional matter. This is required. We have to. We have to end the fossil fuel era if we're going to survive. And we have to be aggressive, and we have to be fast, and we have to feel urgent, because there is literally, this is not one of those rhetorical statements, there is no time to waste. We have to move now. This legislation changes the reality. And to all the people who fought for it, yes, you are up against some very powerful forces. You are up against big oil and big gas. You are up against the status quo. Well, guess what? You won. You won. You won. Thank you. Thank you. I think that brought it all together. So, this, for me, is a very personal moment. This will be the last bill that I sign as mayor, and I can't think of a better one. And earlier this year in the State of the City, I said we would get this done this year because we had to, because the earth demanded it. Our families demanded it, our children demanded it, our grandchildren demanded it, and here we are. We're doing exactly what we all said we'd do. I'm also touched, having just heard from Jim Gennaro earlier in our hearing. He and I started out in this building as council members in January of 2002. And so there's something full circle about one more time rallying on the steps of City Hall with people of goodwill to get something done. Back then, I didn't get to wield the particular pen I have now. And back then, honestly, I don't think we could have imagined this legislation. But we've all pushed the spectrum. We've all changed what could be possible. And now we got to do it again and again and again. So I'm going to sign this today. But I'm not signing it as an end. I am signing it only as a beginning of what needs to be an even bolder movement for change. We have to end the fossil fuel era, period. This legislation will show, literally, the rest of the world it can be done. And all you good emissaries and ambassadors of change, let's spread the word to everyone we know.
Yes, sir, Mayor.
Every corner of the country, every corner of the world. It's time for them to do the same thing. It's time for them to do what we proved could be done. You proved it. You proved it. All right. Now I have 3 easy questions for you. Are you ready to make history?
Yes.
Are you ready to fight the climate crisis?
Yes.
Are you ready for a cleaner, healthier, greener New York City?
Yes.
Let's go sign this bill.
Clear this out so we can take
We'll share photos after.
All right, here we go. Do my exercises first. Here we go.
This is amazing, guys. Holy
Oh, thank you.
Well deserved, Derek. No professional work.
It's going to be a laborious process, but it's going to end in a good place. That's how we make sure, like, everyone gets a pet.
Appreciate it.
That is kind of cool. Ben Furness. Oh, you get a pet.
Can my son Zach get a pet?
There's a pen for Zach. I'll be here all night giving out.
Oh, sure, thanks.
Go, brother. All right, more on this side. You got it now, all right? Coming over there. Yeah, the sign folks, too. Don't forget them. Okay. Okay. Let's make sure we got everyone who is holding a sign. They did good work. Thank you. It is a working pen. It's a frozen working pen, but it's a working pen. Tell me where's Paul? Tell me, there you go. There we go. One. I like that. You're a good human. All right, how many more, Paul? Anyone else? If you need, raise your hand. If you need one.
We'll face those for him.
Got the guy.
All right. I'm going to keep my lap. everybody, here's the moment you've been waiting for.
Oh, this is it.
Get some build up here.
You still want to do it?
No. But I want to. And this bill is now law.